You, Gil, you actually had the opportunity to pay back. You actually lost the first match in December of 2007, where you actually lost the first match in a unanimous decision. What were your feelings about that in terms of?
I felt like I didn't have to win that fight, but I understand how a lot of people thought I lost. He wrestled me well. It is what it is. That's why you gotta dominate and finish fights now, and can't leave it to the judges. And I went there that night to try to kill him and try to finish it, but he had a good game plan and was able to neutralize the stand up and take me down. So.
Tell us a little bit about that fight back in Japan. That was 10 first round.
Yeah, it was a 10-minute first round, 5-minute second round. I thought the first 3 minutes was pretty good, 4 minutes, pretty neutral, and then finally he started, being able to hug me and take my back a little on my feet and just kind of lay it there and control the fight. And that's kind of how pretty much the whole round went. And then the second round came around, I was able to put him on his back within the first minute and keep him there and ground and pound him. And then I thought I did enough to win the fight. I finished strong out there, but it is what it is, and I'm happy with my, I'm happy now that it's over with.
Now Ishida's gone up against some really tough fighters. He's actually beat Justin Wilcox. He's beaten Christian Marcello from Shootbox. He's a pretty respectable fighter. Was he as tough as the first time? Was he?
You know what? I don't think so. I mean, like he probably was just as tough. I just like to think that I improved a lot better. I felt real tough. I felt like my sprawl was strong and my punches were strong. I think I did real good. What's up, babe? What's up, bro? Yeah, I felt tough with everything, and I hope he was as strong as he was last time. But I just feel like I just like to think that I got that much better.
You've got your really unique fighting stance. You call it half wrestling, half boxing stance. Tell us a little bit about that. That kind of really unique, kind of low hands, really low in a down wrestling position.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to drop my hands against every fighter, but I was more concerned with the sprawl, more concerned with the shot, and I wanted to punch and be ready to sprawl. That's why I drop my hands. That's that's how you sprawl. You sprawl hands, head, hips. That's the wrestling rule. So that's what I was concerned with. If I fight someone else who's more threatening on their feet, of course I'll keep my hands up higher, stand a little taller, and be more ready for that. And but I like to change my levels a lot. But for that situation against a short wrestler that's fast, I had to change my stay in and out of range and be ready for that sprawl at all times. So it'll look something like different and cool for the night, but I don't think you'll see that same stance the whole time. But hopefully the same footwork and the same intelligence.
He never really had the opportunity to get his game face on as well. I mean, one of the things that was lacking was that he never went down to his ground. He never really established his ground game. What are your feelings about that?
It feels great. Last time I fought his game, and he sucked me in to fight, and he drew me into the corners and drew me into the takedowns. And this time I drew him into frustration, bad shots, and able to counterpunch. And
some great takedowns.
And I felt like with us, that's how the fight was going to be. Either he was going to fight his way and pull it off, or not really. But or I was going to fight my way and dominate. But I still feel like if I fought him the same way I did last time, I think I would have broke him and won him the third round, or fifth round, anyways. But I fought smarter and didn't let him do anything to me.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about that. The difference between like your personal interest and what do you prefer better? You came out of a great prize. What do you like better, ring or cage?
Honestly, my dream come true would be a square cage.
Tell us a little bit about that. That's really important for our viewers to hear.
Well, yeah.
You heard it first, you guys, on TDR-TV. Gil Melendez has came up with a concept for a
square cage. Yeah, definitely. I think I love rings because you can corner someone better and you can cut them off and everything. Except the ropes interfere a lot. So of course that's why I like the cage. The cage is a circle, so it's harder to corner someone. They can run a little bit better. Opposed to trapping them in a 90-degree corner. Opposed to like a 160-degree corner. So it's harder to cut them off. But also I like I don't like the guys in Japan or guys trying to push you in the ring or interfering, or even the conflict of if you're grabbing the rope or not. It's obvious. You can't even lean on the ropes without them getting mad. So I like the fence / ring. It'd be nice to have a square cage. That would be great. I think
awesome.
That'd be bad, right?
Yeah, definitely. That's a great new concept and promoting. You heard it first here with Gil Melendez. Copyright, trademark it.
Yeah, trademark it.
You got that.
New Sports.
New Sports. So here we are at the El Nino Sports Training Center in San Francisco. Gil, share with our audience what your thoughts about.
Yeah, this is the El Nino Training Center. I love this place. I live here. I train here, and I've been telling everyone, of course I want to make money, but I'd rather make magic first. And I got a good group of guys here that are tough and hungry, and I got some guys doing a pancreation tournament, which is as close to amateur as you can get. We got 4 guys competing in that this Thursday, and next weekend I got Bobby the Bear and Cody Orson competing in Sacramento, some real MMA fights, and Juan Nunez the weekend after that, and Pastor Robles fighting MMA fights. So it keeps it fresh in my mind, and keeps me active, and everyone's staying busy, and that's what we do out here. We even got girls kickboxing, and we got students as well, and we got we got beginners and people who just like to do tournaments, and so all skill levels are welcome here. But also I like the fact that I got a good team of guys.
As well, you're training with JT, who actually just went up against Jay Huron.
Yeah, Jesse Taylor, JT Bills. They know him as JT Money, but we know him as JT Bills in San Francisco. Is here staying with me for the week. Just relaxing after his fight, which he took on 5 days' notice, and cut 20 pounds and stepped up against a tough guy who's been training hard for Nick Diaz in a title fight for 5 rounds, and did really well. I thought won the last round, but I know if he had proper time, he might even be able to pull that one off. But he's here kicking away for weeks, showing some moves to the Nina Training Center, all the scrap back out here, and friend since high school wrestling. He wrestled for Poway and wrestled for Santa Ana, and now he's hanging out with me for the week, and we're reminiscing. He also wanted to stay with me, so we're gonna go mess around a little bit and say hi to some old friends and have some fun.
One final question before we leave the great El Nino Sports Training Center here in the company of Gil Melendez. The question that we're going to ask, we want to put an end to. Here's the question. Was there any Vaseline used against your fight with Ishida? What's that all about?
You know what? There was no grease used. The only grease that was used was on my face, and the athletic commission is with me. Tim was the chief executive officer that was with me the whole time, and he never left his side, and Big John, I think, wipes me down before I go in. The guys in the corner checking me out. Ishida is high-fiving me between rounds, and the answer is no. Hell no, I didn't grease. I didn't need to grease. He couldn't even touch me. But I don't know what's up with these Japanese guys. I mean, Sakuraba had a warrior spirit, a lot of Bushido, but this is unheard of. Some guy doing this, man. I mean, Ishida, I have a lot of respect for you, and I don't even know if we can be friends anymore.
You guys heard it first. We're here live with Gil Melendez, sharing his insight after the fight as the interim Strikeforce champion. I want to thank you so much. Thank you, Scott, and thank you so much, Gil.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thanks for having me, and Cage Fighter, and I want to thank my sponsors, Rockstar, Metal Militia, and The Throne. I love you guys, The Throne, and Fairtex, Adapt DX Labs. Everyone that helps me, all my teammates. Thank you guys, and everyone from Santa Ana, everyone from Frisco, California, anyone from the nation that supports me worldwide. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Gil.
Perfect.
Thank you, Gil.